Change your ways, women. Change. We are watching you very carefully. We are watching you.
Andrew Kibe, listen to me. But what Precious is actually saying...
By now, you should have already given me like a pet name.
Okay, Andy, listen.
Big Daddy. Okay, so continue.
Focus, we're focusing. What Precious is actually saying, by the way, is that there are not that many men. That's what I gather from a point. So we ought to settle. By the way, if you can manage to get to number 3, just take it.
But what do you want as a woman in marriage? Are you doing marriage because you were told by the church that you have to do it, by your mom? Yeah. Many people are miserable in their marriages. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so go grab another husband. He's miserable. Go make him your man. Make him happy. It is not your responsibility as second wives, third and fourth, to go to other men. Yes, men in their marriages, let me tell you, there's no man who's happy in his marriage.
Ay, jeez.
When you see a man saying, oh, this is my beautiful wife.
Yeah. So you go look for another one.
No, so you have to. Because women are happy with raising the kids.
Yeah.
A man is happy being with the woman he wants to be with.
Yeah.
And whatever time that is. I may want to be with you for 5 minutes. Right? Once my 5 minutes with you are done, I don't want to be with you. I go to somebody else. Because you give me only something small.
Yeah.
You cannot satisfy a man 100%.
My director is actually saying, thank you, Kibe. Thank you, Kibe. Apere tano tena.
Apo sasa.
But then you and your director, but then here, you guys will leave my studio.
That one.
Listen to this research by InfoTrack Kenya, who actually say 3 in every 10 people would not marry their current spouse again. This is, of course, a research they've done amongst married people. The survey further revealed that only 40% of Kenyans were happily married. The rest are either unhappy or not sure how to describe their unions. Some 29% of married Kenyans admitted their marriages were headed for the rocks.
Those guys are wrong. That thing should read like 100%. It's really 30%, 40%. No, let me tell you, anyone who is in marriage is unhappy. Why? Because let me tell you what marriage will do for you.
It locks you down.
No, it takes away your freedom. And what's the most important thing in this world?
Freedom.
Yes. Do you want to go home and then somebody asks you, who are you to ask me that? Right? Let me tell you, when I was growing up and I had a big problem with my mom, because she kept asking me, I'm thinking, that is such a loaded question. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, imagine you.
Yeah.
Now, for example, let's say I'm 35 years old. I wish I was. Right?
Yeah, let's just say.
Then I have a Kachile who's 25. I've married. Right? I'm not going to answer how old I am. Right? I don't know, somebody's asking me here. So, then somebody who's almost half my age, I get to the house at 2 in the morning, dead drunk. She's asking me, where are you from?
Yeah.
Come on now.
That can't work.
Come on now. You're asking a grown man where he's from. Are you crazy? Now, that is what marriage is.
Okay, are you married or you're running a military camp? I think there's a difference because...
Well, what's the difference?
Really?
When
so she has no say.
When you see a thief coming to take your cameras, you're just going to tell him, take it. Or you're going to fight for it. So when you see somebody coming for your freedom, what do? You fight. And freedom is what the church is giving away in marriage.
All right. Okay. Listen, we've got a few text messages here that have come in, yeah? Let's see. We've got one here from Wambue in Nyeri, who, by the way, is totally shocked by some of the things you're saying on set, but let me skip that part. And she goes on to say that, by the way, I think Andrew is totally lying. Women definitely have urges all the time. I'm having one as we speak, checking him out. Okay, that is besides the point. But ego booster, I hope for you. Okay, number 2, we've got a text message here. This one, okay, doesn't say his name, but this is actually concerning the issue of what you think about women vetting wife number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Because the law says that, by the way, women, if a man decides, okay, I'm going to...
That is another rubbish law.
Why?
Who vetted her? What gives her the power to vet somebody else, and yet she was not vetted?
Your mother.
We have to think, as a country, we're being stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who? My mother. You think I'm going to go tell my mom, please, can I marry this woman?
Okay, the High Court actually said that, by the way, you cannot register polygamy without the consent of your wife.
That is why we should stop talking about polygamy and just let people exist. Yeah, because now we're trying to control it. You cannot control something that has existed on its own. It's like saying, I want to control oxygen.
Yeah.
You can't. You can't control something that's already happening.
Yeah.
So you're trying to put a law to curb it. How? Right? Men, we park our Range Rovers in Syokimau and sijui wapi hapa kuna wa Nigeria wengi. Where's place called?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, and you enter like a small car shed of a house, right? And stay with that girl the whole night, and she's warming you and she's keeping you happy.
Yeah.
Right?
Remember,
but you live in Karen.
Breakfast show. It's too early.
Are there kids watching?
Yes, perhaps.
You see now, Shiko, that's your problem. Right? You think these kids are stupid? You think they don't know what guys are getting up to?
Yeah.
No, come on. Let's stop lying to our children.
Okay.
Yeah,
so because now we're running out of time, I want to wrap up by actually what is really your word to young people who are watching Andrew Kibe. Is what we're actually telling young people is that, by the way, if you can't stick to one woman, please go ahead, marry multiple women. Let's try fight the HIV issue. Let's try and reduce infidelity. I don't know, what do you think?
Because all those things you're saying, they have no importance to me, right? Because human beings are human beings. They'll do exactly what they want to do.
Right.
Right? Now, we as a country are being foolish thinking that we can teach our kids. We were not taught. Everybody who's in this room knows what I'm talking about. We were not taught these things. Yeah. So why would we assume to teach? Right? These kids grow up.
Yes.
Let them grow up and discover these things for themselves. Part of life is that discovery. But when you take away the discovery from the children,
yes,
then you're killing that child. And that kid will grow up to be something like a bit of a monster.
Yes.
But let that kid discover. If they want to discover sex, let them discover sex. If they want to, they're not foolish. Yeah. Why do we think we're so intelligent, but we've given birth to foolish beings? No, let them discover, let them play, let them go out and do whatever they want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, then they will be, and they will see from us. Kids don't learn by hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, these ears open only when they marry. Yeah, but before, it's the eyes that are watching. They see, what do? You come here at 2 a.m. in the morning, and you're telling me to be here by 8?
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, you're telling me to be monogamous, but I know I've met you in the bar with loads of other women. Yes. Or with loads of other men, or your whatever. So the thing about our children is, let them be. And discover. Let them discover by themselves.
Okay, all right. This is the final question, Andrew. And this one has a lot to do with the whole mpango wa kando versus polygamy. Yeah. You see, people say polygamy is not really the issue. It is the mpango wa kando that's bringing all the problems. I don't know how you feel about that. And that even being said, these mpango wa kandos, of course, tend to be younger girls. What is even your message, especially to young ladies who are very okay with that particular situation? Because today, it surprises me the way we are at ease with the story of mpango wa kandos, you know? Even your own boys embrace the kachiku you've brought to the bar.
Let me tell you what happens. First, we need to look for Jimmy Gatho and tie him to a pole and whip him for bringing us that term mpango wa kando. Because that is a derogatory. Yeah, it's saying this person is not a human being, right? That they have to be called somebody who's on the side. This guy has actually chosen to be with her. So she has as much right as the wife as anybody else. Right? Yes, because he's actually choosing. Yeah. He's choosing to do what? To be with this woman. Yeah. He's choosing not to be with the wife. Okay? So I don't think we need to demean, and we need to get rid of that term, mpango wa kando. This is a woman like any other. And that's why those women are so bitter, because they are so hated by the society. And each woman is a potential, or rather has been a mpango wa kando at some point. It's a deal. I like that. Yeah, there's no woman who's not been with a married man. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's a bold statement. Someone says here, Kibe for president. Why are women slaying if they urge only twice a month? Wanatafuta nini jameni?
Pesa. That is the only reason why women give it up. For money. They don't really want it.
Okay. Yes. All right, Andrew, we've got to go.
I know I've said a lot of things that are... But you know what I mean.
We'll see you on the other side. We'll see you on the flip side. That's what we
Very nice, very nice.
Okay, definitely controversial relationship blogger there, Andrew Kibe, giving us the male perspective on polygamy. Remember, this discussion doesn't end here. It is 22162 if you do want to text us. Of course, we are the same on social media. We are Y254TV, both on Instagram as well as Facebook, not to mention Y254 channel on Twitter. Sawa sawa.